Well, hello everyone. I'd just really like to start by reiterating Matt's words of thanks for everyone coming. It is really lovely to see everyone here, and I know everyone's travelled a long way. I think most people have travelled except me, so thank you very much. Now, there is one person here today who, without this person, none of this would have been possible. And I think that we should all give a massive thank you to this person. She made it all happen. She's really special to Megan. Please stand up, Emma Renouf. So just to explain, as you know, Megan and Matt met on holiday. Megan actually wasn't supposed to be going on holiday with Natalie and her family at all. It was Emma that was supposed to be going, and Emma dropped out at the last minute, so Megan stepped in. So if you hadn't dropped out, Emma, it would have been you and Matthew today. I just want to share some memories of Megan growing up. I'm just going to give you a few stories about Megan as a child. Then I want to just say a few words about Matt, and that's really all I'm going to do. So really the outstanding thing for Megan growing up was that she was absolutely sport mad. Total nutcase for every sport. Football was her first love, really, but I think that started when she was about 2. She was totally besotted with watching Italian 90 on TV, and I had to explain all the rules to her, the offside rule, why they got a penalty, absolutely everything. I couldn't tear her away from the screen. And then by about age 4, she was a really fast runner, and I discovered this because we were at the beach one day and I said, let's go for a run. I was 35, she was 4, she went straight past me, miles ahead of me with her tiny little legs, and I think that was really the start of her athletics career. Can you still hear me, everyone? Yeah. She then went on to run the 100 metres and the 400 metres for the school, and eventually ran at the Hampshire Games as well. But really the most memories that Megan and I have together are footballing memories. I do remember particularly the first game that we went to at the Dell. Megan was 5. It was an evening game against West Ham, which we won, yeah. And I think it must have been the school holidays because it was quite a late finish. We got home about 11 o'clock, went in the front door. I said to Megan, okay Megan, you go up to bed, I'll get a drink, I'll be up there in a minute. She said, okay Mum, took her shoes off. She went skipping up the stairs singing, the referee's a banker. Yeah, which was quite difficult, yeah. Anyway, I was hoping she hadn't heard any of those songs, but yeah, that's the one. I can remember when she was about 12, we were on holiday in Greece, and I was sitting on the beach. She'd made quite a lot of friends that holiday, and they were sort of playing quite a way down the beach, and all I could hear the whole day long were Saints songs, all the way down the beach. She taught all her friends to sing Saints songs, and it was just echoing all around the Greek coast. So I was very proud, I have to say. When she was 14 or 15, she did a work experience at the Saints radio station, and she rang me at work one day and said, Mum, I didn't know what to say. I've been on the phones this morning and Matthew Letizier phoned up and I was completely speechless. I couldn't say anything and he wondered if he'd got the wrong number. So that was lovely. But we did have other memories besides football. She always loved reading, so it's quite appropriate that she's an English teacher now. I know when I asked Megan, what are your memories of growing up, she said it was the difficulties of being in an all-female household. So I said, well, what do you mean? And she said, well, we could never take the lids off jam jars. That was always a struggle. One winter, the window got jammed open and we all froze every time we had a shower. But I think Megan's biggest memory is when we won a coconut at the fair in Southampton, and we couldn't get the coconut home. We was throwing it at the wall, throwing it on the ground, hitting it with a hammer. No, nothing. Throwing it at the tree. Never opened it, no. So, obviously meeting Matt completely changed her life. I think right from the start it was really very special, and I could see that. She used to be completely distraught. Every Sunday night I'd have a phone call, Megan in tears, Matt's gone home, I won't see him till Friday. Without fail, it was a reliable phone call every Sunday. I first met Matt after we'd come back from Rome. Megan and I had been away for the week in Rome, and we got a Friday night flight home, and Matt was coming down on the Saturday. And we got to Rome airport about 5 o'clock in the evening, and our flight was cancelled. And Megan just went completely crazy because she was not going to get home to meet Matt. And there was no other flight for us. There was no sign of when we would get home. Maybe we were going to be at Rome airport for 2 or 3 days. So, yeah, Megan was distraught again. We eventually managed to get an overnight flight to Paris, and then luckily we got a flight to Southampton, but we'd been up all night, and we got back to our house about 9:30 in the morning, and Matt arrived at 11. So I just went to bed, but Megan had no sleep, spent the day with Matt. When I did get up, Matt and Megan had been to collect our cat from the cattery, so Matt met the cat before he met me. So, I'd just like to say a few words about Matt. I'd first of all like to thank Anne and John very much for bringing Matt into the world. You did a good job, thank you very much. I never thought that I would be happy to give Megan away. I don't really like that expression, but I was very happy to give Megan away to Matt. So thank you, Matt, for being you. I was very touched. Matt phoned me to ask my permission for Megan's hand. That was really very emotional moment. I was really very touched by that. And I know that Matt's love for Megan is very strong. His commitment to her is very strong. He's very reliable. He's passionate about Megan, and I know that it's long-lasting. And I know that Megan's commitment to Matt is equally strong. So this is evident from a question I asked her recently. You know, you have to, all parents have to ask their children on the week of their wedding, now, are you sure, Megan? Megan's answer was, Mum, I have never been so sure of anything in all my life, apart from when I was 15, and you asked me, do you want to renew your season ticket? So, yeah, that's highly recommended. So I'd like to welcome Matt to our family. Matt, if you could come up and collect your welcome to the family gift. You might be our best player this season, so hang on to it.
Sorry, I tied it with a mess. After all the nice
So if we
words.
could all be upstanding for the toast. So here's a toast to the bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Skidmore.
Cheers.